It took it a minute to connect. Peace, Jen Smith. How y'all doing? Miss Gloria? How y'all doing? Excuse me. 9. How is everybody? A sister asked me to explain my post today about women. Okay. Woman, to be accepted by a man, you accepted a man's idea of what a woman is, or what a woman should be. And when you accepted that idea in your mind, he made you pack away your warrior. He made you put away your aggressiveness. He made you put away your knowing for the sake of being his woman. And when you put your warrior down, I hope you prayed that night that you put your warrior down, that he wasn't going to turn into a tyrant. Because when y'all accept these silly little fucking roles that men peg your ass into, although a man will scream all motherfucking day, a woman can't tell me how to be a man, then how the fuck can you tell a woman to be a woman until you shoot something between 7 and 12 pounds out of your body and you don't die, brother? You can't tell me shit. Can't tell me shit. But y'all accept these definitions of a woman. Oh, a woman should be soft. Is that the only thing she's supposed to be? Because if I'm not mistaken, she's the first protector of that baby. It's not the man. They don't turn around and put that baby in the man's arms. Even after giving birth, lay that child on its mother's lap or its mother's chest, and even bleeding like a stuffed pig, that woman will get up off that gurney and whoop your ass for fucking with that child. The W in woman stands for warrior. But in order to be his woman, in order to get some sex, in order to be taken care of, because you don't know how to take care of yourself, because somebody told you that you don't know how to take care of yourself, because somebody told you you wouldn't be able to protect yourself, because somebody told you that you were still a child because you were a woman, is just as bad as catching a psychosomatic illness because somebody told you you couldn't or shouldn't or wouldn't. That's why, young lady, that's why I said what I said. Y'all put the whole fucking warrior that you are to the side to be some two-dimensional fucking airhead for the privilege of letting some Neanderthal jump in and out of your guts. You get what you get. You get what you get. You let somebody talk you out of your immune system, and then you mad that you dying from a common fucking cold. You get what you get when you put your warrior down. That's like going outside and leaving your immune system at the house. Are you crazy? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't trust nobody that much. Not even that man I've been sleeping with for over 20 years. I still don't trust him that much. Not enough to put my warrior down. No. As a matter of fact, I love him and my children enough to make sure I take my warrior for a walk every day. That I make sure she stays sharp for their sake, day. So when I walk around and I see you cute little demure women, I just sit back and wait. Because the sad part is, I will never need your help. But you will eventually need mine. Because you have no immune system. Because you got locked into some idea that some man taught some woman, and she perpetuated by teaching you, or you picked up trying to be accepted by some damn man so he could feel strong. Well, I wonder how strong he could be if he actually had a strong woman. Oh, because I know woman beaters in my community. The woman beaters in my community never go without women. I don't know how it happens. I know one in particular that beat 3 women's asses right here in Houston. That nigga went out of the state and brought a woman in to marry. I was like, damn, you take one from him, one go running to him. You take 2 from him, 4 go running after him. I know ones that he fucking terrorized that still follow him to this day and will tell me to keep my motherfucking mouth out of it because it ain't got shit to do with me. You sure right. So when he put your motherfucking ass in the hospital or one of them other yogis in the fucking hospital, don't call me. Do some yoga on him. Matter of fact, do that yoga to get over your PTSD that he gave you. Stop crawling to me. That's why. Because y'all don't have the sense of a fucking squirrel. Because you don't have the sense of a bear. Because you don't have the sense of a amoeba. The woman is the weaker of the sexes. Okay, honey. Weak. First creation ain't never weak. The original model is never weak. I mean, brother, can we take your DNA and trace it back to the first one? That goes to show how strong you are. Better yet, brother, can you bring life? Can you bring life back to this motherfucker? Without killing yourself? Then you can't tell me how to be a fucking woman. Until you pass an 8-pound watermelon through your penis and deliver it whole and unbroken, don't talk to Fee. A man cannot tell me how to be a woman. And the few men that could, the ones that are kind of fair at it, y'all don't give a fuck about them. But y'all love these extreme brothers. Y'all love that shit. Love it. Love it. Y'all are just like brothers that like crazy women. It has something to do with the sex, don't it? I mean, happy life, moderate sex. That you can build on. That y'all don't want that. Y'all want exotic sex and a fuck off. Y'all run to one night stands now. And that has to do very much a lot with natural affection. We ain't got natural affection for each other. Our brothers don't have natural affection. The system that most of our children come up in do not teach natural affection. Look at Eligio. That is the result of a foster system. He's not one of ours. He didn't grow up in a regular goddamn black home. Eligio Bishop grew up in the fucking system. He grew up in the foster care system. Go look at some psychological profiles of children that come up in orphanages and foster care. Love ain't got shit to do with their psychopathy. Matter of fact, they find it real hard to love. They find it real hard to form bonds. They have no natural affection for nobody but themselves. Hence, the call, I love myself reflection. Everything about that nigga is narcissistic, and this is the system that they are bringing our people up in. They are throwing our children into this system to build this non-affectionate human, and then setting that human loose in our community to deal with. Eligio ain't the only one. Eligio ain't the only fucking one. And a lot of y'all are just as narcissistic as he is, but passive about it. Oh, if they ain't giving it to me, fuck them. Well, fuck you too. So, sister, when you become all cute and demure and you become soft and weak, because that's what he's asking you to do. When he punch you in the face, and you don't hit him back, you don't retaliate, remember, you have now entered the victim zone. You know how hard it is to get out the victim zone because you swallowed a pill that told you you were weak, that you couldn't be aggressive, that you couldn't raise your voice. How the fuck is being a woman have to do with raising your voice? Little girls on the playground go ape shit. Let me see if I can add this person. Go ape shit. The loss of your voice was the loss of your power. Real woman is looking at you like, what the fuck happened to your face? Oh, Mama Fee, it's okay. That looked like it hurt. And I will reach out and touch that bitch. Feet. Sore, isn't it? Look like you got in a fight with Tyson. Did you win? You know they let people, you get paid to be a punching bag for people if you go to the gym down there and get your cardio on. Woman, if you don't take your roar back, let a woman who was truly raised by a man tell you there is nothing wrong with you screaming. There is nothing wrong with you fighting back. Every animal in the jungle has a defense system. Everyone. Except you. That's what I meant. I meant, young ladies, when you put aside, and old ladies, when you put aside your warrior for the sake of dick, basically, for the sake of companionship, you do realize you just gave yourself mental and spiritual AIDS. You just contracted full-blown acquired immune deficiency. You just gave yourself AIDS. And he gave it to you. And he gave it to you by just feeding you one line. Women don't do that. Because here's what I know. A woman has the same sensibilities of a man and even more strong. Brother, you not her only love. Sorry. Women love more than one person just like you. And we can love more than one person at a time. Just like you. Let me go and blow a couple shits out the water about this polygamy shit. Because I keep hearing brothers talk about how biologically polygamy makes sense for him. How about this, brother? Because y'all keep skipping over this part. There's a woman, there's a white woman, a couple of them, that have broken world records for the number of men she has slept with in one sitting. If I'm not mistaken, it's over 120. 120. This white woman slept with 120 plus men at one time. Nigga, fuck your polygamy idea. And as a matter of fact, as much as y'all like to brag about, what a woman can't do, see, after you bust that nut, if she wasn't so fucking programmed, she could roll over, get out of bed, and go do it again. Just like you. A woman has a mouth, a vagina, an anus, 2 hands, and 2 feet, my nigga. You want to talk about a sex drive? You ain't seen a sex drive until you've seen a woman's sex drive out of control. A man who's a sexaholic can't touch the numbers of a woman who's a sexaholic. So throw that bullshit straight out the motherfucking window. Because even what we call regular sex, and let's say regular sex is mouth, vagina, and anal use, she can still take 3 of you motherfuckers at once. And then turn around and do it again. So we want to talk about polygamy on that level. You don't want to talk about polygamy to me on that level. Because a woman outshines a man sexually all motherfucking day long. As long as she's hydrated, she can keep coming. So, no, brother, you're even deficient at that. And let's talk about the whole ejaculation thing. You know, a woman, she imprints with a man's whatever when he ejaculates in her. You do too, my nigga. You do too. That little shaft that you have with that one little opening at the top, you think while you're pounding in and out of her, our essence does not go into your penis, which is full of blood, and it is spongy tissue after all. You don't think your penis absorbs all of her and sends all of her through your whole entire system? But we don't want to talk about that, right? Because that would make you feel inferior. Because, yeah, she might have your sperm in her, but you're actually absorbing her. So what does that say about your penis? It too is a little inferior. But y'all fall for this shit. Y'all fall for these teachings, hook, line, and sinker, not realizing what you are. You can feed a nation with your breasts. He can't. And let's be honest. If a woman has sex with more than one man and she's ovulating, yeah, those sperm cells fight. That's truly called survival of the fittest. But men don't want to talk about that because they don't want any competition. Ain't nobody said nothing about when I was talking about them female bitches and the male dogs. I didn't hear not one man jump to the left or to the right about that motherfucking story. I heard them complain about how untrue it was, but that's not untrue. We want to really have a battle of the survival of the fittest, bruh. Sisters, stop marrying. Let's stop marrying just like they want us to. And let's truly only have the children of the men who are the fittest. Let's do them like they do us. Because, of course, if he ain't got a woman, he ain't shit. Because, of course, you know, if y'all don't have a man, you ain't shit. That's the first thing a man will throw at you. Oh, you ain't got no man? Like, having a man is what my femalehood is stamped by. Having a man? Nigga, what happened to being human? See, that's the problem. We didn't got so caught up in these male-female roles that we forgot the human was a motherfucking thing. And here's something every fucking human needs to have. A defense. First off, why can't black people get ahead? We've built every motherfucking thing, but when we built it, they destroyed it. Why? Why did Black Wall Street burn to the fucking ground? Why did Rosewood burn to the ground? Why do they burn our shit? Why in the 70s did they drop a bomb on a block of Chicago? But y'all not willing to bruise them brothers' egos because that means you won't have sex. Which also just contributes to the idea of how lusty women have become. No sexual discipline. None. Black women now have the reputation that white women used to have. See, white women used to be easy. Now the black woman is the bed wench of everybody. And they ain't got to give us shit but an infection. So that's what I mean, little one. I mean that society has talked you out of your warriorship to the point that you'll lay down and take any motherfucking thing and then still holler, I want to be a revolutionary. Revolutions require fighting. And y'all not even ready to fight the tyrant in your own house. So if you ain't ready to fight the tyrant in your house, what make you think I think you ready to fight the bigger tyrant that's behind him? The tyrant that he took those philosophies from. Because I'm a woman. No, having a man is just that. Not too many men out here. So where y'all boy at is a proper question. Because a man is visible. Thank you. Thank you. Fee, I'm interested. No, you're not. No, you're not. Every man in my life knows I need a martial artist. Every man in my life knows I need a martial artist. Fee, I'm ready. No, you're not. When my husband said he was ready, he brought money. He bought houses. He bought a car. Fee, I'm ready. No, you're not. You ready for some lesser woman? Go ask her. Don't ask me. Because I can stand on my own and I can look at your gifts and turn my nose up at it. Oh, Jasmine stopped having expectations. Oh, shit. Stopped having expectations? Oh, my God. That is an understatement. That's an understatement. We'll let a sorry-ass nigga ride. We'll let a sorry-ass nigga ride for 20 motherfucking years. And that includes our sorry-ass motherfucking sons. No, they don't. No. My husband in Michigan, that one that I had in Michigan, he published my books. Oh, my teacher taught me if a man is interested in you, he will invest in you. And he won't care one way or the other. He will invest without fucking question. That's why y'all love these drug boys. Let's be honest. It's why you love these drug boys. Because they can provide on the motherfucking spot. They can invest in you on the spot. But all investment ain't good investment. Just because he can buy it don't mean he can afford it. Yes, Jasmine, because that's what a husband is supposed to do. My husband paid for my whole entire martial arts class after he married me. That was his. He paid for that. He picked up that bill. He paid for the house. He paid for the cars. Cardi B got y'all fucked up. Fuck him, then I get some money. Fuck him, then I get some money. Backward. Get the money. And try not to fuck him. I'm sorry. That's what old prostitutes did. I don't know about y'all new prostitutes. But old prostitutes, you get the money. And you do anything that you can not to have sex with him. Or for at least a little amount of time possible. I love Mexican prostitutes. They got tricked. They tricky. Yes, Miss Gloria, that's the thing. They believe they're the weaker sex. They believe they're second-class citizens to their husbands. And Islam is bad for that shit. Oh my God. Islam is so bad for making women second-class citizens. I got the fuck out of there as quick as I possibly could. Because I ain't nobody's second-class motherfucking citizen. And as far as being in Islam was concerned, I was probably never going to be married again. Because as much as them Muslims talk about, ooh, marriage is 50% of your deen. Them foreign Muslims are not trying to marry African American women into their so-called Islamic family. You can keep that bullshit. And if you want to debate me on that shit, bring it. Been in mosques before. We can bring this shit, Islamic woman or not. Bring that shit. Because I'm here to tell you, you're not marrying the African American woman. Hell, better yet, y'all won't even stand on prayer line, arm to fucking arm, with an African American woman, you good Muslims. I don't know how many times I've heard brothers and sisters in Islam say that the Middle Easterners won't even touch us during prayer line. Oh, really? So that means the devil gets to run in between the family of Islam. Oh, you good Middle Eastern Muslims. And don't forget, they're the same ones selling you beer, pig, and cigarettes at the corner store. May Allah bless your motherfucking ass. Inshallah on that. That's how Allah represents itself in our community. Allah represents itself by selling pig, beer, wine. Got drug dealers standing outside the store. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Been ignored. Jasmine ignored? Oh my God. Try isolated and tossed to the back. I don't know when y'all gonna realize these religions don't give a fuck about you. You just numbers and money. And the professional brothers, oh, they lining them up for theirs. Those professional black men that are on the other side of that curtain, that you black woman on the other side of the curtain cannot access. You know him. The one that you could marry. Yeah, they're picking him for their daughter so his check can be her welfare. Because they be damn if they gonna let you as a black woman with that black man have black babies without them being a part of the fucking inheritance. And what y'all niggas do? Y'all let them do it for the sake of having a foreign wife. Woo! Not even realize your ass just got set the fuck up. Your inheritance just got hijacked. And hijacked by who, no less? Well, let me put these Arabs in a nice perspective for you. Yo slave traders. You slid right in bed with the first African slave traders. That's what happens when you don't know your history. You are doomed to repeat it. Woman, I'm going to get off here because I think I've pretty much explained what I came here for. Black woman. Let me go and give you your report card right quick. Most of y'all are abject fucking failures. You can't protect yourself. And if you can't protect yourself, you sure can't protect your children. So how are you protecting the future? How? You don't even know your own strength. You laid your strength down for sex. Was that even a fair exchange? Because when he left, did you get your strength back? Yes, Miss Nicole Campbell. You got a question, and I'm up to answer it. Let's see if I can get you up here. She should appear right there. Woo, I thought that was a gray hair. I was like, what the hell? Lit. Like, y'all made me get a whole gray hair. Hey, Miss Nicole Campbell.
Hey, Miss Fee. I'm just sitting up
You
here.
had a question, honey?
Yes, I have a question. So, what would you tell somebody who is like just getting out of a relationship with somebody that's incompetent and like you said, you can't even protect yourself, how you gonna protect your children and stuff. So what would be like the first thing you would suggest to a young mother or a woman, period, about getting back on track? Because I know you had told me
Self-defense.
self-defense classes. Because I know you did two readings for me, two card readings, and the first one you said, hold on, the first one you said, womanhood is not everything. Womanhood is important, but it's not everything. And then on the second one, you said basically go back to womanhood. Like I did too much. Like you was like, don't forget about womanhood on my second two card reading. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. What would be the
There's
first
a
thing you do?
balance, mama.
Uh huh.
It's a balance, and it's a fine balance. When we drop our warriorship, we become the greatest yin. And yin absorbs things. It's the only thing that it does. It absorbs. It takes everything in without discrimination. Key is without discrimination. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Womanhood itself is about love and understanding and overall nurturing. A warrior is about protection, unadulterated protection. To protect a thing, you must care for it enough that you'll lose your life for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true protection. And only mothers know about that type of protection. Brothers say they know, but they didn't carry that baby for 9 months. They don't have the pain of bringing that child onto this plane. So when I speak about warriorship and the woman, I speak about the great yang that is born in her when she has that child. Every woman knows it. It's when you hear that child cry for the first time. And if it's not in your arms, you want it. And don't touch it. They don't put that baby in daddy's arms. They put that baby in your arms. Because you are going to be the fiercest protector of that child. You are the inner circle. There is no backup if you fail. If he fails, you're his backup. You see what I'm saying? The outer circle is made of men. The inner circle is made of women, and the children are in the middle of the circle that the women make. If the enemy gets past him, the children still have a line of protection, and that's you. But you have a job that he does not have. Because if the enemy gets past you, they get your babies. Black woman has no backup.
Well, I really appreciate your message today, and it's like so on time because if I can share for a minute,
Please.
My kids' dad, I have both of my kids have the same dad. He much older than me, and he a foreigner, so he like women should stay in their place and stuff like that. And I'm from America, so I don't know. And my mama raised me, and I had a big brother and a little sister, so I don't like. I fight. I'm like, when you talk to me crazy, or if you saying something that I feel like it's not right, or that I know it's not right, then I'm gonna speak up for myself. And like I'm country too, so I talk loud. I'm from Houston, so I talk loud and I talk with my hands and I talk with my body. And he like, no, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. So and I feel like I at least gotta make it work for the kids because they have to have somebody. I know they need a man in their life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But last night we was arguing about sex because I'm like, I ain't feeling it. If I'm not feeling it, I can't do it. I'm sorry. So and I done been through a lot with him, and he don't understand. A few months of doing right don't make up for years of messing up. So he can't really.
Thank you.
So I had left. We argued about that, and it was late. I had left to go sit in the car for a little bit, and I live in an apartment. And came back, he was gone. So my kids was in the house. One of them was asleep. My 2-year-old was asleep, and my 7-month-old was just in the playpen. And he had left, and I'm looking around like I know he didn't leave. So I'm like, you left, and I called him. I was like, when next time you come back here, be expecting a fight, because that's another thing. When you know how people say stuff, they try to flip the argument when you arguing, when you trying to have a conversation with them, they like they manipulative because they so used to manipulating people. So they like you trying to have a cordial conversation with him, and he put words in your mouth and trying to manipulate the situation to where he can go ahead and go make it seem like it's your fault. And I get pissed off. Well, I want to fight now. And so that's another thing. And so I told him, next time you come back here, be ready expecting a fight, because I'm gonna be on your ass next time you come in, because you left my kids in here trying to prove a point, and that ain't gonna go. And I had called my mom, and I was like, that's it. Like I can't do it no more, because that's like the final straw. I can't forget that. These are my kids, and you claim you'll die for them and all this and that shit, but I'll really die for them, and I'll really kill for them. I'll knock your motherfucking head off. It's not a game. Don't play with me like that. And I had just put his stuff outside, and I was like, just get your stuff. Like, don't even come in the house, because it ain't gonna be good. For real. And I don't know. That's why I was just like, what would be the first thing to do? Because I'm like, damn, it's kind of, sometimes you just, I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do.
Learn self-defense. Get yourself in somebody's martial arts class. I don't taekwondo, tai chi, karate, them mock snake style, the crazy leg Negro. I don't care. Get your MMA, boxing. I don't care. Brothers are too old to be leaving their children in danger to prove a point to a woman. Does that tell you how much concern he has for his own? Fuck you. Are those his children?
Yeah.
then that shows you how much concern and love he has for his own. That's called no natural affection. And if he will leave his children like that, that's how much he thinks of you. You got it. That's basically what he said. You got it.
Yeah.
And if his reward is pussy, lock your legs at the knee.
It ain't like, it ain't even nothing. I can't like you said, it's not. He don't have no natural affection. It's like, I don't know, niggas. Lord Jesus, he 40 years old. He don't even know how to. I tell him, you know how to fuck, but you really don't know women. Like you don't know women. Like I can't
They
explain.
don't.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, they
You don't know
don't.
how to bust a nut. You don't understand. You don't
They
even.
ain't
You not.
never sat down with a woman.
Boy, get off your brother. Yeah, he don't know what turns women on. He don't. It's like I'm like, nigga, you a little boy, really for real. You old enough, damn near, to be my daddy, but you really a little boy, and I ain't got time to teach you no shit.
Sister,
I don't got the
all
patience.
humans have 3 ages, and y'all need to realize this too. You have a physical age, how many times you've been around the sun. Then you have an emotional age, which is usually not the same age as their physical age. And then you have a spiritual age, which is really fucking different than them other 2 numbers. If that first number is in the double digits, 40, 30, and you see that their emotional maturity is that of a 14-year-old, that's all you gonna get. You gonna get 14-year-old emotions out of a 40-year-old body. And that's exactly what you got. Now, what I have to ask you, sister, are you older than 16?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
Yeah.
so are your emotions. So your emotions are older than his emotions. You have natural affection. Them your kids. Now you can put them in danger again if you like, because that's exactly what he told you. Leave me alone with the kids, and to spite your ass, I will put our kids in danger. That's what he said. That's what his actions said. Now it's on you, because your first line of defense ain't there. So that means you're the y'all black women, y'all listening? Y'all listening? Because this just not her story. When he does that, he's letting you know you have no first line of defense. You got to take on all enemies, foreign and domestic, and still make sure that your baby is safe behind you. And they wonder why y'all wonder why black women are wore the fuck out? Why we wore out at 30? Why we wore out at 40? Why we don't want shit to do with y'all asses when we hit 50? Why you can't talk a 40-year-old black woman into shit? Why she so hard now? Because you brothers made it that way. That's what happens when you're a seasoned warrior. When you have seen the enemy and you had no protection except your own. Yeah, I done strapped up 2 kids on my motherfucking back and fought my way to the front. Yep. Screaming the whole motherfucking way. You got to pull your Amazon out of your back pocket. We have to realize we're not weak. African American women and West Indian women have different triggers from the culture and upbringing, but what always works and never fails is common sense. Follow your gut. He probably is a mama's boy who got spoiled. If so, go find the next man and let him figure out how how he gonna father
He,
how he gonna
he,
father those children.
his mama
Wow.
had 12, and his uncle took care of him, so he never had no relationship with his mama like that.
So now you know. He don't even know how to treat a mama. Y'all be asking brothers to do shit they don't have it in their capacity to do. Y'all be asking brothers for love that have no natural love. They weren't taught it. You think you wasn't taught it? He wasn't taught it either. His idea of what a woman is came from TV. Let me say that again. His idea of what a woman is came from TV. And because his mama, because his mama was so hard and kept her foot in his ass, he don't want a woman that's going to be hard on him. So he makes a woman that will be soft with him. That one I had in Michigan had to let his ass go. He was beautiful, young, gorgeous, martial artist, but he would not emotionally grow the fuck up. I'm your second wife and I'm your second wife and you still cheating on your first and your second? How? And with a non-Muslim. Really, brother? Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my goddamn face, because not only are you playing with your life, you playing with my life, you playing with your first wife's life, and you playing with all the children. Because you got a scratch that you can't itch, and you got 2 women. Nigga, you a hoe. You're not a righteous man. You're a whore. And sometimes y'all need to call that shit. Here's the thing, sis. Here's the thing. An inanimate object, he's about that destruction on his own ass. Y'all don't know how to look. They get it. Predators get it when they are in danger. I love y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to go do some training. Notice what I said. I'm going to go do some training. Because I train my warrior every day. So that when she's ready, she show the fuck up. And that is what I meant by y'all take on this idea of what a woman is from a man. Then you get what you get. All right, Miss Campbell, store is open. You get what you get. If you get 2 black eyes, you got 2 black eyes, and you earned every last one of them. Because there were signs that he was coming at your ass. But he would never. Don't you know that was what the whole fucking Kill Bill series was about? The whole Kill Bill series was about, but I didn't think you would do it to me. That was the whole fucking movie. That was what all 3 movies was about. Amongst serial killers. She was a serial killer. All of them were serial killers. And the whole thing was explained in the last scenes when she got the bill in the doorway. She was like, I know you are capable of it. I knew. But not to me. Not to me. And she lost her motherfucking mind. Lose your mind one good time. People get it. Not to me. And that's what hurt her more than anything else. It wasn't that he took her out. It was the betrayal. Not to me. I would have drove a moving motorcycle onto a moving train for you. But when I found out I was pregnant, I could no longer do that for you. Because my child deserves not to be a part of that world. But I didn't think you would do it to me. And what did he say? What he said was classic. It was classic. There are consequences to pissing off a killer. Classic. But he didn't realize that went both ways. There are consequences for fucking with a killer. Because she went after him like he went after her. Beatrice Kiddo. Maybe y'all should go back and watch the 3 parts of Kill Bill again. That whole movie was about being a mom. Whole damn movie was about being a mom. And what moms will do for their babies. She will light the world on fire and kill everybody in it to get back to her cub. You know who this is. This is FundiFe. And she had the war skill to do it. Let's add that part. I'm out of here. You know who this is? This is FundiFe. And I always, I don't care how soft your voice is, I always got my ear to the street. My ear to the street. My ear to the street.